Hello guys, so now in this tutorial we will discuss about the topic of about the functions of input and output, and we will understand the concepts or the mechanisms of these two built-in functions in our program language. And in our previous tutorials we have used already an output function. Maybe you have not observed it well, but we really used an output functions there inside our body, and that is what we call the printf library function. That built-in printf library function is an output function because it prints out the data or strings that are inside of it, that you have formatted or that you have created or formed inside of that function. So we have used already an output, so you have an idea already about that. However, we have not used this input function, which is what we call the scanf. And when you talk about scanf, it means to say that you are inputting a data. When you input the data, you are inputting it by using your input device, which is your keyboard. And then when you type those strings or those characters inside in your keyboard, then the scanf or the input function scanf will gonna read or gonna scan that, and then after scanning that, he will gonna store that data or that characters composed of strings or others characters. He will gonna store that. After scanning it, he will gonna store that on your variable, which could be located in your memory. So it will become, those input data will become values inside of a variable that are stored in your computer. So that is a scanf. He will gonna scan or read the formatted data of values located, values that are being inputted in your keyboard. So that is how simple is an input is. So let's try now to create let's try to close this one. We will gonna try to create a file, and then just click this one and click the C language, and then we're gonna save this as an output, that one, and then we're gonna displace that one. So let's put the library. This library is composed of many functions, okay, and one of these functions is the printf function. So we cannot run this without this library, okay, because it's in there, so it's stored in there. So because of that, we can do this. For example, we're gonna format this kind of string, I love coding, and then declare it that you want to let the compiler do this task, and then let's try to save this one and then run. And then as you can see in here, it says that I love coding. So this printf function is an output because it's printing out, as the name of the function says, that it will print. So this function will print out the string inside of this, okay. And that in this quotation. So what's inside this quotation we're gonna be will appear in this terminal. So that is how it works. And then so we get is a deeper understanding of this. It's simple, right? So now let's move on to let's go to the input function. So input function is, as we have said, it's the scanf, right? So I will gonna just save this. I'll control S and then replace this one into input. So let's put input there and then yes, save, and that's it. Input.c, and then an input.c, it means that you have to use an input value right there, right? So before creating an input function, you must have to create a variable that where your values inside the values that you are inputting in your keyboard will gonna save or store in that variable. So how we have already discussed it, so it's not gonna tackle that one. So I will just gonna create this kind of variable and we're gonna let it an empty string. So this one quotation here it means that it's empty, but if we're gonna put that kind of string, there's already a character inside of it, and that character is called the space character. So those we have to do, what we are gonna do is do it like that. So there will be no it's an empty size of a variable. It's empty, it's still empty, and we were gonna put something on that later on, or in this inside of this body or in this code. Okay, so we're gonna say that this is we're gonna do this like this. What is your name? Like that. So it says that what is your name? So this one, this gonna be what's your name? It's gonna be an output that will ask you to tell your name, and then after that we're gonna use already the scanf function. So the scanf function is like this. We have to use this format specifier, which is this one, the percent, and then the format of your data, which is S, which specifies a string, because you are telling that you created a variable that is a string, right? Because it's a char. Since it's a char, we're gonna use %s, and then after that we're gonna put it here in this variable. And as you can observe here, I put an AND symbol here, and the purpose for this is that it will gonna store on this in this address. Okay, he will gonna add this value inside of this variable, and he will gonna find this variable, and then after finding it, he will gonna save it. Okay, he will gonna find the variable name, and then after finding the variable name, the scanf function will gonna save that value inside of that variable. So that's how it works. Okay, so now let's proceed here to the final one. output. Again, we're gonna print some output for this, and that is we're gonna grab or get the value inside of the variable name. So how to do that? It's the same as with you're just you have created, as we have created a previous tutorials, right? We're gonna use the format specifier of the variable, and then we're gonna put there, and then we're gonna put the name, and just like that. And then as you can see in here, the %s is the specifier of the character name, which has the string, which is already gonna be your input that we were gonna input inside of this scanf. Okay, so now it's done. So let's put here a return value, return value 0. Then we're gonna save it and run. And as you can see in here, the compiler asks for us what is our name. We're gonna say I am John. And then after that, it says John. Oh, I forgot something. Sorry. John loves coding very much. Okay, so that's it. And then after that, we're gonna run. What's your name? Then let's put here, name of it is John. And then it says John's sorry, guys. Save it again, then run. Say okay, let's go back here and let's type John, and then it says here that John loves coding very much. So in here, in this code, we have used the input and output function that is built in this library, and it was being executed in this int main body. This int main body won't this program here won't work if it's not on the int main body. So everything you code should have inside in here. And this one is the variable char, which is a string type variable. So that is it, and that's all for now. And thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope you have learned a lot something new regarding with this simple, very simple, easy, and easy tutorial regarding this topic of the output and input function in a C programming language. So that's all, and see you to the next tutorials, and goodbye.